At the risk of stating the obvious, raising teenagers isn't an easy job. The teenage years may be stressful and characterized by a considerable amount of screaming, crying, whining, and countless threats of running away from home. And that's just the parents. The teenagers generally engage in all of these attractive habits too, as they try to become independent creatures, straining on the leash of parental control, while parents try to cling on in order to protect their children, reluctant to let go and accept that their child is growing up. Here are some tips for gaining respect and acceptance when dealing with teenage children. Don't make a fuss about nothing. If you do, your teen will not listen when it comes to the serious stuff. He or she will perfect the art of tuning you out if you relentlessly lecture them or punish them for trivial infractions. They are not interested in what is illegal, immoral, or even what is detrimental to their well-being, so it can be an uphill struggle to get them to take anything seriously. Offer options. Doing deals alleviates the impression that you are controlling and that your teen is being controlled. Everyone needs to believe that they have a choice and can make their own decisions, even if the right answer is inescapable. You have to allow them to feel they have some autonomy. Listen. You can't expect to be listened to if you discount their feelings and arguments without even considering them. You may not agree, but you should at least let them finish a sentence and let them present their case before you dismiss it, to show that you are interested in their point of view and respect their judgment. Practice what you preach. If you are doing the opposite of what you are asking them to do, such as telling lies and being irresponsible, then you haven't got a leg to stand on. Teens emulate the people they respect, and they need role models. You must admit your own failings rather than pretend you don't have any. They need to know that you are a human too. Give reasons. Always explain why they have to do something rather than making it a case of because I say so. If they can see the logic behind your request, then they ought to be more willing to do it. Deal with problems head on. There's no point tiptoeing around important issues. Be direct and open. Sugarcoating gives the impression that you are afraid of tackling something, and they will lose confidence in you and may turn to someone else, someone less appropriate for help. Stay involved. It's easy to switch off or keep your distance when you are disappointed, but teens need your support to help them withstand the enormous pressure from their peers. If you become remote, your teen will feel alone, frightened, and betrayed. If they are finding life difficult, they need your advice, even if they tell you the exact opposite, and you ought to be available for them. Enforce rules and discipline. If you don't lay down the law and teach your teen what the limits are, who will? They will always push to see how far they can go, and whether there are consequences to crossing the line. You must respond surely and swiftly when they need to be punished, because otherwise someone else in authority might be forced to do your job, like the head teacher or the police, and that could have disastrous and lasting effects well into adulthood.